Very, yes.
How forward, Warren?
Mr. Where
Yeah,
Weir's world in the building. What go on, brother?
are you
there,
hearing
brother.
me?
I'm here.
Are you hearing me, sir?
Loud and clear.
Awesome, 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 awesome.
So
We're
so so we can
God.
just clear up the 400 meters and then we can probably make Warren give his take on well we spoke about the 400-meter men.
Yeah.
What you think about their chances
Uh,
with the state of 400 right now?
for her 400, it's basically going to be just to gain experience. We really can't look for nothing what not possible. Like the rest of the field around some good time, fast. 44s, 43s, very lows, very competitive, and we basically a scramble to get the
Qualifying standard.
qualifying standard. So this is basically going to be just get exposure for them, and then hopefully that we can put together a good 4x4 team. Because you know, I'll take a 4-man for us run a decent 4x4 for give a medal. I think in the latter years, I think we need to focus when we do have a strong quartex when everybody want to run an individual event. But realistically, if me know say me not then away, me want to go for a medal because it's a gold medal regardless.
Yeah.
And I just feel, and I say it many times, not many athletes have critical thinking. So, no, a lot of athletes could have leave Paris with the Olympic gold medal if we just think. And hey,
Yeah.
that's what me can coach.
Some people think that Antonio can sneak on the team because Glenn Mills has been doing a fantastic job with his progress, and we see
Yeah.
where him reach now at a place of 44.89. If he reach it at that time, you
Yeah.
think he can improve where that is concerned and possibly because we know we talk about the 44 lows and all of that. I think Patterson Jacor is one of the favorite for the event, but it's on the day that he has to do that, and you have to run the rounds.
Yeah, but you see the thing about it is I'm not writing off Antonio, but the top guys are going in. There are no guests to run in a lot on the circuit, running rounds, and we also saw man like Jerry Richards double a Grand Slam.
Mhm.
So realistically, it is still an uphill battle, which I mean I will never write off a champion. Once a champion, as a champion and a
Mhm.
fighter, but it's going to take a lot for him to get back there. He has to run 3 quality run. The first run might not be so good, but it might be a little. It might be good for him to just get a little, a extra run in. But the
Mhm.
second run, the semi-final, I will
You have to
always
go
say
hard.
the semi-final is the final in our
Yeah,
400. That make or break anything over 100 meter. That makes or break your final.
That
definitely.
that is going to be a very interesting race because when you look at where the world lead is now, 43.76. To get into that final, you'll have to be running 43 or 44 low, extremely low, Warren.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, man. All right, for the last 3 games, who was supposed to win?
The the
Matthew Hudson,
three
right?
the 390 man. A 390 me
Who?
call him, you know.
Hudson Smith?
Who's that?
Hudson,
Yeah man,
Hudson
390
Smith.
Otis Smith man, yeah man, a
Hudson Smith,
390
yeah.
man.
Hudson Smith, and somebody always come grab it from him.
Yeah, can I
Yeah.
run
And
390?
that just to show you that the level and it's always somebody different.
Mm-hmm.
So that just to show you that the 400 meter is one of the events at the World Championship where you have to dip on the edge of your
Unpredictable.
seat. Yeah, you have to dip on the edge of your seat, and if you run 400, you want to run a 405 meter because it's a race to the line. You think the 100 race to the line? That is a race to the line.
Mm-hmm. That is
Wow.
true.
Yeah.
But I don't write off Watson, I don't write him off. He's a champion, always been a champion. He's surprised. I don't want nobody come to me and expect him to win. Nobody expected him to win. He surprised us. He surprised us all.
Because he was way back when we come off in the last 100 meters.
You get me? So and it's not an open shot for anybody to win. It's an open shot for the man them who show them class so far to come out there. I don't expect anybody outside of the spectrum or whatever I run to just come up and show me like, all right, cool, me come run 43. I never run 43 today to win.
Warren, is it an open race? Anybody's race?
An open race for a set amount.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. As I say, a set an open race.
Athlete who one specific realm at time.
Yeah. Like the 400 meter is no boy thing. You're like, if somebody has never shown potential to go to a level, him not gonna do it on the day. Like sport is sport. Sport is number and science. You get me? So yeah.
Come on.
Big boy. Talk to me about big boy, the big man.
The one pilot.
One big boy.
Talk to you in terms about what?
What you think him chances?
Big boy, my brethren, I'll never talk ill about any athlete. I'll never bash down any athlete who know every athlete got to. Big boy made a mistake. Him know a mistake was he from a child. Me know personally as an athlete that he eat him up the entire time him trying to get the standard. He wasted so much time trying to get the standard when he could have put into quality training. So Big Boy also surprised us and run the national record. And Big Boy is a fighter. I think once Big Boy is fit, he's just going to run the best race he can, and nobody will ever know what is going through the mental state of Big Boy and in physical state. We'll never know Big Boy physical state because Big Boy just look like a person like Balotelli. He looks like Mario Balotelli. Like today, I'm going to give you 100%, but my facial expression not gonna change.
Yeah.
Young Delano Kennedy, experience for him.
All right, I'm not going to sit here until I let me know everybody. You get me? I say, I'm one of those person. I'm a fan of the sport. I don't follow the sport closely, so I can't tell you who that is.
Okay, don't worry about it. Let's talk about the ladies. 48.67 world lead.
Yeah, I'm telling you from now. You see that 400 meter?
Yeah.
Between those two girls, Sydney's
two or three.
I come to that and I say Sydney's there now, but those two girls, I just feel like say you see the killer that win with the person that won the last race, she has been time cranking and not showing her hand for the last months, and she's in a space to just show that I am the done. She's been, I think, I don't have coaching the same way, but I think she's been running very tactical over the season, and she just gather intakes and just run smart. And that last race showed that everything changed.
That's all.
That last race does show that everything changed. And if Paulino think that it was in the bag for me, that race does show up that
Hey, you see that race there? It remind me of when she win the championship,
2019.
Yeah. A one scrape,
Yeah.
Yep.
One scrape. And you see once Paulino not Paulino, once Nasa in another frame of mind there.
Yeah.
She dangerous.
Very.
We can't tell her that. Once she in that frame of mind there.
And also, like, a lot of people put credit where sometimes they don't see the work yet. So the credit people put onto Sydney, great athlete, wonderful hurdler, but she have come show us that in the 400.
I have a similar conversation today with somebody this morning, and I tell us that it very difficult. The hype and me I watch Sydney France. She has 16 around her pens in a warrant.
Yeah.
HP. Talented girl. With a button in her hand, she dangerous. Yeah. With some hurdles around the track, she dangerous. You get what I say? But to remove the hurdles now, and she doesn't have a baton in her hand, I don't know what to expect, especially with what she did at the trials. I
Yeah,
don't know what to expect.
and we saw that race where they ran together a few years ago, and them sure that this is our playground, and I don't think the fans understand how much athletes take pride into defending them territory.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like listen, bro, you run 4 hurdles and you want to come over here, come.
No.
What do you take us for? This is not how it goes.
Yeah, again, yeah.
A triple jumper I always try to prove to a long jumper that you can't come over here, come do that. The pole vault, discus and shot put the same thing. 100 and 200, 400, 800. Some of the biggest rivalry that happen in trainings is a 300 meter between a 100, a sprinter, a 100-meter man, and a quarter miler.
Yeah, man.
Those are some of the biggest rivalry ever. Because
that is true. That is true.
Warren, do you think that Sydney has sacrificed a gold medal?
If a man went on a gold medal in the Olympics, all I can say is a lot of people, a lot of talented athletes are just in a very fortunate space. Yeah. Because even what I saw she did at the Grand Slam at Philly, even though them not get the money, but when I think I was getting the money and she go run the sprint hurdles, what them do? You know, I was there. You know what Alice said to me, and I got call which at least them. You know what I'm said to me? So you really think she can come as I come show me up?
Me hear that statement there too.
Like,
me hear it too. And they were planning for her to, Warren.
Oh, of course. So we wouldn't plan for them.
Them did a plan for Sydney in the earth. Them said them are gonna fix.
But wouldn't you say that in the sprint category, wouldn't you say that she overperformed?
No, she don't overperform.
Because that's not her event. So
but she's a rounded athlete. She has shown that college has shown us many times that them can do it. People like Grant Holloway and all these shows. So she will be overperform if we've never seen her do that, and she stepped down. She never stepped down. She just basically just
go on a run something. Run.
Yeah, so overperform is basically when we see like Antonio Watson come and run something where we never see him. That's overperforming. But she ran good. She has decent times from college.
I think what she did in the 100 to some of the sprinters shows that.
Which sprinters? What level? But what caliber sprinters did she beat?
Hurdlers them then, man.
She ran hurdlers. She never beat the sprinters.
Yeah. She was what, second behind
Akira
Nugent, right?
Yeah, but
she ran the hurdlers.
If she had gone in, but if she have gone into and run a regular Diamond League, a regular race with them, heartache and pain.
I don't think a lot of people were expecting to come second because I think Daniel was in that race also.
She has a faster leg speed than most of them.
Yeah.
The only person I know she could beat was Nugent.
Yeah.
I never had her to beat Nugent, but she fast.
Well, I think, and you can tell me what your thoughts are, I think she now being in the 400 meter has really add some more energy, some more flavor.
I think the only thing it adds is what will she do? How well will she perform? I don't think it adds. These 2 pieces are gonna taste good regardless. It's just that you might get a little more out of 2 pieces. But
will she take away from our ladies?
She's a medal contender for sure. She is a medal contender. You get me? And everybody who's going into that has a chance of winning the gold medal. Because one thing she does have is the stamina.
Yeah, she
does have the stamina, and and her speed endurance is there. Yeah. But we have never seen her go 3 rounds of 400. So we have seen that with her. We see her come run 3 rounds of 4 hurdle and come back and run 4x4. So we have seen that, but it's about, as Anna Cox will say, she don't know. Once the hurdles move, she can't ever run fast. She can't ever run her PB was run over the hurdles in a flat 4.
Because the most of memory, I tell your mind, say, yo, hurdles in front of me. And while you're running the flat, you probably are early in your mind.
And you see, practice make perfect. So they will always run with a different stride pattern once I'm going on the track.
So I think she has to adjust in that 400 meters.
Yeah, and the biggest thing for Sydney is I feel like she lives through her coach. So most of the things she do is what her coach want. and I will always say this. I mean, I say it to even coach now. I don't think athletes and coach realize who pay who.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
and I
That,
think
that is true. That
Say
is
that again.
that is
Say
true.
that again.
yeah. So I'm not really knowledgeable about the coaches in America, but her coaches are very, very well known, well renowned coach. And I think sometimes a lot of too much respect goes to the coaches in terms of the athletes handling. Yeah.
Yeah, because when it comes on to making decision, everything is left up to the coach, and
Yeah.
the athlete really pay the coach.
For example, we'll say what's your name again? Ating.
I think
Ating
more. Yeah,
I think
more.
more
Mm-hmm.
went from being the best at her age in that event to just a bare statistics now.
Butter, you call it.
Yeah, so you
That
know,
is a heartbreak.
yeah, but as I said, still that will never be us in Jamaica because at the end of the day, we'll never have a chance to win the goal and play with our career. We know depend that.
No,
We know depend that. We need a gold medal there. A matter of fact, we need a medal there. Whatever it is, we need that medal.
that is
So
it. In terms of Nikisha, though, what how you see her chances? I think she has been improving incrementally.
yeah, so last year is our first year at college, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said this before. I think that athletes who had and a long and successful college career should definitely not up into a national games that same season because the repercussion is much. Very few athletes did it and were successful. And you should know your body. You should be very realistic about your body. So, and I think her body took a hit last year by just coming to the championships after having a long collegiate season. No matter if you're the world leader or not. But this year, coming here's to come on now. She's in a better place now. But for some reason, I still think that load is still in her body. But I have her to be up there. I'm so sorry that Anna Shia carried the flag now in the 400 worldwide for the world. But I hope she can sneak into it.
Warren, we have, when you look at the 400 meters, we have some very young athletes.
Yeah.
LA 2028, they're still going to be in their 20s. In your opinion, how do you think we can maintain this or even try to get better as we get into, technically they would say next year is a off year, but how can we maintain this rhythm with this young crop of athletes going into 2028, 2027, 2028?
All right, so it's not gonna happen, but I definitely think it's not gonna happen. It will never happen. I think the J3 needs, like I would say, a scout within the J3 to scout our professional athletes and do like an overall review and recommendation to them in terms of how this season we're progressing, see what they could improve on, give them a whole scouting list, and help them to direct them into what to improve. Other countries do it. The US do that. They have the resources, and that's one of the things that don't take a lot of resources because we have that resources. That's one that we have. We as a federation need to assess the younger ones and help them into whether it's like, okay, running good, we need to change, whether it's help you find a new coach, whether placement, whether it's okay, running good, we're on a contract. We need to help them, gear them for the future. We have Jamaica is the only place that has no plan in terms of sporting. We have no, like urban planning for housing and everything there. We have no planning. We have no future planning. What's that?
100%. I 100% agree with you.
We have
There's
no plan. We have no project. Funny enough, I won't spell it out what it is, but I was watching the thing with the little dirty man that made the little dirty thing them where Tim Montgomery was taking, and their thing was called Project World Record.
Yes.
So if them man they had a plan. You understand? So if we want to be successful and have longevity and not have a one-off medal, we need a plan. And as I said, many times I don't see this discussion float around a lot, but we have to give praise to places like GC Foster, UTech, and UWI, because those places are what hold up track and field locally, because they provide resources for clubs to carry on. So as much as backtrack to what you're saying, you're trying to put things into place, but it's hard when there is not even a little place to start that. So as much as Steve Francis, I don't know the history about it, but I'm quite sure his MVP started at UTech, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, he never had a lot of resources, he had somewhat resources. So that is where track and field has to stay. I said this many times. People like Issa is a big robbery to track and field. I will always say that every man down there is a piece of, know what it is.
Hold it.
Because I don't know how the fact that we can get so much money at champs and we don't put that money into the urban school. Don't not even say the urban school, but to the school them we have a show art. For example, big money coming into champs and places. We see Kimoi Campbell from Belfield doing good and other little you from Belfield. Start a program at Belfield. Put a little money at Belfield. What is holding up track and field in Jamaica for high school is the old boys from the different schools. But then you have old boys, they don't have that strong system at the other schools. So all that money that Issa get, they're not pumping it back into the school. So if it wasn't for the JC old boys, the KC old boys, the Jago old boys, the Georges old boys, and the other schools them, and the idle principal who love our school and pump in our school, what would champs be? So much money goes into the different federation and Issa and J3A, but it's not being funneled back into starting grassroots program. So it not gonna change unless them think they change.
But Warren, we can't say it not gonna change. We have to.
I said not gonna change unless them things are change.
We need to call them out to change.
Listen, man, we can't call them out until we're done, until we're done. But at the end of the day, I tell you already for doing, and I forgot to do it, and I for be like, oh, me stay. And no one be formal, we can't be formal. We have to use bull tactics. We have to cast some. We have to be like barbecue. Oh no. Some things has to be jungle justice. Something has to be a chaos. We have to disrupt certain peace and certain livelihood before we can get things nice and calm. We have to have a civil unrest. But guess what? The elite athletes will never be the voice of that because them good. Them not care.
Yeah, them have them food.
I'm glad that you made that point about the elite athletes, because I realized that the athletes who have the resources, who have the money, who have their thing.
Well, you can't use the money part of it because the money might there, but the money a little bit.
Yeah,
the money might yeah.
Right,
but what I'm saying, the biggest thing about it is the voice. The voice. But I can say is it's a shame when I can tell you say I mentor more US athletes than local athletes. And even out of the game is because Jamaican we still a fight like we're up on the slavery boat. We still a fight and we don't look at it like a collaboration of how each one can help and how my knowledge can help you. It's not it don't have to always be the man that was running the fastest or the man where they have a bunch of record and goal can help you. Mentorship and inspiration come from many places, and you can't force a man who to take it from. You get me? And you can't. So you have to just look and observe and leave things to be.
Have you guys ever thought about forming an athlete body where you can? There's a voice for the athletes because. And
not gonna work.
Hold on, why not gonna work, Warren? Why nothing not gonna work?
Listen, man. If it work, the voice, the strongest voice are the elite athletes, and they don't care. You understand? Me can tell you this personally. They don't. They might seem like they do, but they don't. But remember, we have more, not say non-prominent, we have more normal athletes than elite athletes. The body going into every single games is more normal athletes than elite athletes. 25% of our squad are elite athletes. You get me? Athletes only speak up. Elite athletes only speak up when something reach them at them doorstep. And then when a man speak up now, a regular man speak up, they're alienated. So no athlete who barely survive wants to be alienated.
And the cycle
Makes
continues.
sense.
Yeah, so guess what got me now? Them are gonna leave.
And that's why you said that it has to be like a revolution move, you know, to ensure say our results are seen.
Yeah.
That
So
type
you, the athletes, need to start and then get us on board, get the fans to follow.
All right, okay. If you all look at this, who is the Olympic athlete rep for Jamaica? Would you have an athlete? You know, we have a body for that though. We have a body.
the athlete rep, not a coach of that is
No, can be it has to be a former Olympian. I'm talking about the IOC athlete representation.
Oh,
Isn't that Proud Lear?
Who? If you tell me, remember, no, we leave that is supposed to be a separate association by itself.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
As I said many times, the sport of track and field is like a good-looking girl, and the man will own her of a bag of girl, and he doesn't care to make it look good because he don't want nobody come tea for it, so make it good enough so little money can spend, but not too much. Track and field is the most dominant sport in the world globally. Every sport affects coexist with track and field.
Mm-hmm.
Every athlete, every celebrity want to be a part of running. Look, for example, how is it that our local trials was kept and it was Shelly last race on Jamaican soil, and if she never qualified, that'd be her last time possible running on the global stage? Why wasn't it being advertised like that?
Warren, don't bring back that conversation there, because I had that conversation.
But it's not about don't bring it back. It's not don't bring it back. I'm showing you now. Why not bring it now when me like a voice can actually say it? Cause none of them now go say it.
I said the same thing on my show, and people would eat me alive that it wasn't appropriate. They never wanted to mention.
That should have been the last race. That should have been the last race, because people are firing a tweet and say, "Oh my God, we have to give." It's like you know what football do. You know what footballers do when a man play a certain amount of game, him get him own game, where everything we make go to him.
Warren, you know what I said? They could have invited Shelly back the Sunday night and had a send-off for her. Friday, you never want to do it Friday night, or even they could even do it Friday night. Let the men run first and let the women
female run last.
After.
Make sure on a lap.
Look here, that's something they heard. Look here.
Yo, I get me upset when you talk about Shelly. Cause she come from the Paris thing. When our last Olympic, me I talk about that something, you know. What them I do for her? And you see Shelly could leave Olympics and not run the semi-finals for whatever reason, and we know here.
And to this day, there's no clarity on why she was locked out. Nothing was said. Nothing. I don't know. I don't think we respect fans enough. I don't think. I don't know. I don't think.
But as I said to you,
seen as important.
As I said to you, you guys have this podcast here, and what you guys are doing so people can watch, promote it though.
Yeah.
So how is it that we have a jackpot in track and field, Jamaica track and field, brand Jamaica, and we don't market it?
If them podcasts and anybody that go on, boy, may I tell them, I know what that go on. Nobody would know about the sport. Nobody would know follow sport. Sometimes some athletes just last back in the system, and when we talk about them, people realize that, yo, that person that is still around, you know how much people are asked about Vincent. All I could have said to them is that Vince is in the United States track, but I don't know the school that he's attended. I could only tell them the last school that he went.
Yeah, so
a whole heap of things, right?
My camera go on. So let's see. My camera I want to go and disrupt the piece. Listen, man, as you know, my podcast that we always talk spring culture, where we talk about like everything. Like even the Blake thing was like when a man I talk to him and I reason with me, I say I don't want you to reason me about things that like is nonsense because yo, coach, you see me sometimes I jump on and I reason about some track and field. But as I said,
Yeah.
the only thing that can improve our resources is marketing Jamaica track and field like a
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
brand.
exactly. I've said that every day. I'm glad you say that, and that is why I keep
I stop run.
saying,
I stop run from God knows when. My last professional race was God knows when. My last team was in London. And how is it that you guys still see me as an active? People still think me an active man still I run because I'm still out there. So them still see me out there, but them people know say I'm not running.
Mm.
I'm marketing myself more than Jamaica Chakafila market it, and it don't make sense.
but let me ask you something, Warren, and I'm glad that you bring this point up because I keep saying to athletes that visibility is very important. You need to be visible. You need to tell your story. Why is it that the our athletes seem so sheltered and don't want to be too much out there in the spotlight? Why?
All right, so it come from a place where Jamaicans want to be humble, but I think we would misinterpret humble with with storytelling. We still can storytell within our means and still be humble. We don't have to tell it all. You understand? So when you tell a man, like for example, most of the US athletes going in already do up the marketing plan and them bag of things them going in, them create them storyline. But when you move on to Jamaica, there's no storyline for the athletes. Like there's none. And we can't blame the federation, we can't blame nobody than them team. You know what I did the day after me met the Olympic team? Call one of my brethren them and say, yo, remember when name captain, the person in charge of the stadium is a Calabar man. Call him up, tell him someone just to take some picture in the stadium. Went to the stadium and I took a picture in a one suit. A suit with my spikes around my shoulder in our Adidas shoes. I took one in the stands and one in the blocks. Because I said at the first time they see me now no bag a picture. At least when we run an Olympics and little picture come out, I can have a little picture that is different. You understand? No, every athlete is waiting on somebody to shed some light and tell them story and take a little part of the money if it's not enough to highlight yourself. So no brand not gonna sponsor no brother because no brand dead. There's no way that people should still come to me for sponsor me and me stop run and una run.
Yeah, the lack of visibility.
Yeah, you get me? Yeah, Jamaicans have some one. When I did the thing last year with Chill Spot and my interview for the athletes, them have some wonderful story. But as much as you can put out on a podcast, you have to tell that story day by day, piece by piece.
Look at Jacori Patterson. He told his story at the Miami Slam.
Sign that boy, man. Sign him.
Yeah.
And look at him now. You must be able to, because when you tell your story, you're triggering empathy within people.
Yeah,
people follow who them can sympathize with and have a relationship with and a storyline with and them coexist. A lot of people follow LeBron because them can relate with LeBron. A lot of people follow Steph can relate with Steph. A lot of people can relate with Messi, Ronaldo. Those are what people want. You understand? And that is one thing that we're lacking. And that is one thing, not even athletes, them or federation is not polished. Like, bro, if it's USATF, as much as them have their own issues, them can pull sponsors because they're polished. Them look good, them feel good.
Yeah. But you see, sometimes maybe think athletes when we bring across them conversations here, I think athletes will say, yo, him can't go and talk. Him can't go and talk. Him don't know what a clock a strike. And it a come from an athlete who would have been there and done that. And you would have said this multiple times, Warren. No time you said this. So you tell me, so then don't even listen to you?
Yo,
no star. Crazy.
As I said, at least have them selective of who them listen to. Probably they need to win a couple more gold medal or a couple more medal for them here. You understand? But I just think that at least to realize that inspiration should come from a lot of places. You understand? You should also be inspired by a businessman. You should be inspired by a brand itself, because at the end of the day, those are what you should take together to build up your brand overall. I never had a marketing person ever. You know. A friend of mine from Didicel, Carla, came to me and said, yo, Carla asked me, Carla was the market person at Didicel. She asked her friend, who does Warren wear marketing? And she said, Warren, him just taking picture and doing things. She said, wow, they never knew that. Because as much as me never knew it was marketing, I was just trying to tell my story. And as much as me get a lot of, me get enough pushback from it, from my little place, but it still did feed them. Because when it comes to get Search Island, every man get them check from it, as in my part of my team. And not everybody in the team was okay with it, but it still feed them. You understand? That's why I always say sometimes I don't think the coach them know who pay who.
But you know something, Warren, I'm wondering, because I was doing a research recently to figure out what are potential sponsors looking for in athletes. And one of the things that came up is that it says sponsors want to know that athletes can tell a story.
All right, look at it. Athletes don't want to be called influencers, but in the day and age, you're an influencer because you're trying to influence somebody to buy into your brand, to like you, to support you. So at the end of the day, people might say, oh, the American market is different, but how much local influencers in Jamaica I do some little one-off deals.
Yeah.
So get me? But they will always be overshadowed by the TikTokers, them and those things, because they're not putting themselves. They get me? I say you're popular now. But at the end of the day, you just have you don't have the value.
Let me tell you, Warren, I've been saying this for a while now, and I've been
I say longer now, so just imagine how tired maybe.
and I've been having discussions with people that one of the things that we need to do is we need to have ours for, I think, from our athletes.
Long time ready. Workshop.
From our athletes hit high school and you discover that they're a student athlete, a part of their training should be that they go to a workshop if it's even for 2 hours.
So we focus too much on the old time things, because we still are forcing the youth them to go to workshop, them like the Jadco workshop. Bro, I understand that. Cool. We don't need to go that more than once. Okay, and God, you get me? But at the end of the day, they need to go to a workshop that instill values into them. You get me? Value. For example, not to call down on an athlete, but look at Tia. She did the interview one day, but because she was in her shell, she couldn't even express. She couldn't even tell a story.
Yeah.
She was also, and who she did the interview with was one of the coolest interviewers on the circuit.
Yeah.
But she was still in her shell.
And that is not even her fault, because we are not teaching the young.
Because we took them from high school. And we gave them no little formal training like that.
Well, hold on. I can say that though. I have a manager that used to work with us, right, at St. Jago. Big up, Mr. Jeffrey Garden. Whenever evening time when we have the practice, that man used to just call over a few of the athletes them, and him do it like every day or very frequently. Put up him elbow in front of them and ask them questions. So he was pretty much preparing these St. Jago girls for interviews.
Yeah.
And he did it religiously. And some people did think say a joke thing him that do, but it eventually helped these girls, because if you know see the St. Jago girls them interview, you know me I talk about.
Yeah.
It is something that has to be on a continuum.
Yeah.
Continue for develop.
Yeah. So as I say, we focus too much on the track, and I'm telling you already, especially now, the track is just 10% of it. For example, this is why, as much as Shakari got through a bunch of stuff, and in a session must lose and lose that, that's just because you guys only see the 10% of her value, which is the track and field.
And funny enough, in a Warren, when I was doing the research, it says talent alone is not enough for sponsors.
No.
I see thing about it. That's crazy, you know, HP. I research I do, but me can tell you say we are like the where I say no the test dummy them. We actually know it because the research where I read that was us.
Yeah.
You understand? When I go to the Olympics with a camera and I shoot the whole them video there, I showed the athlete personality. That was the first time ever people see the athlete them for them true self. Ever. I will never see it back again.
We need to help them. We need to help our young people. And as you said,
How is it that we go to our games, whether it's Olympics, World Champs, and J Trade does not have a marketing person inside that for us to do small little videos, personal videos.
Yo, Warren, me always I say that, Virgin. You as a former athlete that is so skillful in this department, them should have you upon the team. Even the promotion for go to Tokyo, the promotion for the national trials, them Warren Weir should I not?
We went to which games we got to over there? We got to Paris. Where they go? One of them games we got, and we never saw pictures come out of Jamaica until IWF post pictures. That should not be the case. And big man thing, we don't want to see clean out observer pictures because those are not even quality what we want to see. We want to see nice pictures compared to the rest of the world. We want to see pictures that can show the athletes in a marketable way. We're not seeing that. We want to see content from athletes in a very marketable way. We're not seeing that. Overall, the brand of track and field by its handlers are doing a very poor job. And I will always say this, not one of them can come to me and shake my hand and say, oh, you're doing, because I will not talk to them. Because at the end of the day, I feel like if you see somebody who is sick and not helping them to be sick, you're part of the problem. And you should be taken away. Just like when a neglect, like them say, CPS should come and take away the handlers of track and field of Jamaica from them, because they're doing a very poor job marketing the team, and doing the other 50%. Track and field is just a part of it. The Adidas are doing their job. The federation is not.
Yep.
Right now, my heart.
A media person fit travel with the team.
Max a question.
I will not talk. No look Alcatel phone them are you.
Max a question. For who there Jamaica and who in the chat. Is there a flagship Puma store in Jamaica where they can go buy gears?
Why Warren I bring up the things that will upset me?
No, but see, HP, you see, let me show you. Because somewhat, you say you don't want to talk about, I talk about before, but I saw the problem start because if you know, I'm going to be the only person of voice this big that will ever talk about it. So if you say we talk about it before and me come and want to talk about it again, you're not going to see. You don't know the name them. They'll never talk about that. Remember say, I before I went to the Olympics, I was a part of the 90% of normal athletes who are trying to survive. I used to take bus from stadium, coffee tree, and take a bus go Greater Portmore for Gamma Yard. So yeah. So when we want investors to come in, before we sell them the other dream, we have to make sure say, yo, even while you develop other program, it's marketable so we can make money right through. It's not marketable. Everybody can rebrand at Ministry Jamaica. They have never done a rebranding. The last time I can remember Jamaica branding is when Blouse and Skirt. Why me? Elephant Man did a sweet video. That's the last time we did some major branding. And half of the youth them we are run now, coach, them don't know that. Yeah. We are rob the youth them of so much.
Yes, yeah.
So as you're saying, people like Mundo who can get a bunch of stuff, yeah, it's because the country of Sweden is marketing a way where it's that Sweden. You understand? Youth should be coming to Jamaica in the summer for summer camp. Just like how the Spanish people and the French people go England for English camp. And who want to learn baseball go Dominican Republic and Dominican Republic. And who want to learn race car go where they must go. Kids should be coming to Jamaica for track and field.
Let me ask you something, Warren. When you were competing, how did you feel about having a PR person, having an image I mean, I know that all of these different social media we didn't have leading up to that time, but how did you feel about being out there talking to fans? Because I was observing something the other day, and I realized that you have athletes from all around the world will be signing things for athletes moving up and down the line, but our athletes, they run and then they disappear.
So as I said earlier to you, I was my marketing team because I was always different. I'm so different where them alienate me. I'm so different where them put me in a basket by myself and say, oh, me are the black sheep. But it's because I saw a vision and I saw how other sports were. And I knew that track and field could not be the only part of it. I know there had to be another part. So even though I never have a manager, like say a marketing manager, I knew what it took. So as somebody said in that chat, I did the chill spot and I was recording and editing videos and still perform to the best of my ability. You understand? To the case where no friend know this. Doing couple of the world championship them, I got paid from media house and big sponsors to give them pictures. You understand? So I was making money all across the board because I understand the business of sport and the sport is a business. The sport is there, but it's a business. HP, you live in the States?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is the number one rising sport in the state now?
Rising sport, pickleball,
Pickleball. You know why? The marketing. Few
marketing.
months ago, what Verizon was doing, all right, T-Mobile, let me give you a free paddleboard. You understand? Every sport has the mileage to grow, but is them
Marketing.
don't care, them don't care. But guess what I got about it? I can tell you for sure. Whether my kids choose to run or not, they will be alienated just like blouse and skirt. Deion Sanders kids because we understand the business of everything. So when people talk about Nepo babies, and a Nepo babies for certain, is just a man who understand how the ball game run. Mhm.
How
So
can we, as a country, how can we tap into this, get into this, educate our young athletes about the business side? This is their career. It is a business. How can we change that? Because we need to change it because the window is very small. Ten
all right,
years.
so the coaches are some of the coaches are stuck in certain ways of what the old school is. You understand? But I think the managers and the agents, some of them have to understand that get with the times. You understand? You are collecting so much money from the athletes. Play a part and educate them. Play a part and seek in their best interests. A lot of the agents just care about the track and field part of it. And a lot of the athletes in the US, they have marketing agencies. I mean, talk about agencies like what deal with like Tom Brady and LeBron. You understand? But at the end of the day, we can still have that in Jamaica. But you have people who create them like a marketing team there that only care about the clicks and giggles and the known and not the
Yeah.
best interest of athletes. There's no way that me I'm an athlete and the only time I post him is when him run. No. I'm a marketing agent for know for market my athlete right throughout. There's many athletes who come about and them not having a sponsor should make sense.
Somebody is asking what is what the heck is pickleball?
Pickleball is a lazy tennis. Is
Yeah.
what coach? May I watch a Instagram video with pickleball at doubles? The court is already small and them have a doubles. No, but the ball, you guys not gonna get the ball off the court. You guys go, yo, coach, them rally the ball for at least 2 minutes in our doubles. The court already small. But guess what? You can't knock them because they market them thing and put it to a place where it is profitable and it makes sense.
Listen, that sport soon coming to the Olympic Games.
And now, if you get to go to certain big malls, a pickleball court is in the mall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm. So yeah.
So
So
that means a lot of money in it then.
money. Yeah.
If they are able to market it and put up these, or it doesn't cost a lot
It's
to put
just
up
for
these type of.
recreation right now.
So what happened is that come from pickleball comes the girl them want buy the nice cute outfits, the paddle, them want look nice. It's a social club, so you pay for play at the club. So a lot of things come around with it. How is it that run club in America is one of the biggest thing, but track and field isn't? Run club is a big thing in America, you know?
Marketing
Marketing.
is what you market that will sell.
I can say, honestly, if you give me 1 year with Jamaica track and field, we change us the looks of it. Look how JFF turn around and look like a nice, clean product.
And then a little beat will beat JFF, you know.
I don't think nobody beat them more than me.
Well, coaches they start out, you know. And we have some 4 or 5 hours we used to depend in a pandemic there, you know.
Oh, me? No, man. You see thing about
man,
it? I'm telling you, me I like barbecue now. 2 punch and I sit down and then just cuss rest of the day. Me don't need for cuss. Me don't need for beating for so long because maybe my punch am kind of, I don't know, more hot. So I'm gonna whoop.
Let me read a comment here, gentlemen. And this is something, who is this? Novelet Smith Brown. This is something that I've been calling for myself. Novelet is saying, why you former athletes don't come together and try to solve some of these problems? Why isn't there an association for athletes? A long time, I say, why would the Jamaican
I think that's easy. All right, first and foremost, I'm going to ask you a question, HP. With the association, they have to pay a dues, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how much athlete don't register for vote from J3? Yeah, I tell you already, you know, Jamaica has 20 or 15% of elite athletes with contract, and the rest of them are just making life go by. So how is it that you want a federation when these athletes didn't even earn?
No, but what I'm saying, you can put the dues at a certain level because the idea is to form a cohesive body.
Oh, you're going to tell me to pay when me not make no bag of money? Oh, you're going to help me?
But the dues are enough money.
It don't matter, you know what I say, no, remember, you know, oh, them think, you know, remember, you know.
One voice, you know, it's one voice you're looking for, you know, it's one voice you're looking for. An athlete was going through something and they said that they call an elite athlete. I'm not going to call the name, they call the elite athlete and say, yo, put some strength on this for me. And the athlete turned to the other athlete who not so elite and say, yo, this not nothing to do with me, you know.
Let me tell you something. Any athlete can come for Bonafire because when Taekwondo called me and say, yo, bro, I want a strength, I gave you a strength because at the end of the day, I'm for the athletes them. Many athletes go through them little thing, I'm call them, I'm text them and tell them, say, no, they look encouraging messages, but as I said, track and field is a very egoistic sports. Other bigger athletes are very full of themselves and it's a painful. We love it, but it's come like it come like a stubborn cousin where we try tell him say stop do the bad. Them just can't stop do the bad, but we still love it. Yeah. I Jamaica track and field. Jamaica track is a $1 billion product, but we just can't. We can't sell it because we don't package it good. The label won't change.
The packaging is not right.
The label won't change. You know, we tell a man every day, you know, National Bakery sell HTB and National, and all people don't have National, but then have HTB and even know so I see them bread.
Rebrand.
Yeah, same thing with the bun.
Rebrand.
Yeah, we Jamaica is a very close to the community where we're close with a lot of corporate people, but at the end of the day, why is it so hard for us to polish it so we can sell them it? Pickleball probably passed Jamaica in a few years in the come. See, the socialites them on it. It's doing trials. If you have a celebrity race, celebrity 4x1. Issa used to have coaches relay. They don't do that no more.
You know one of the things that one of the things that eat me out, Warren, is that when we're having our trials, all our athletes are on the the same umbrella for an entire weekend. And I've been saying to avoid having the empty bleachers. The grandstand sells itself. So I have been saying for a while, why not create some season pass for the bleachers and promote the bleachers so people can come out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday with one ticket. Promote them in the schools, in the corporate area that have track teams. There's no way we should have all our elite athletes under one roof for a weekend and the stadium is empty. But because you're not giving the fans and the wagonists a reason to come out, they're not going to come out. There's no pull. There's no pull.
Listen, there's many ways we can sell it. Doing. I remember as a little youth. I don't think coach much older than me, but I remember as a little youth doing 98. I played bucket stopper football because and every bucket stopper was who? A man from the reggae boy team. You remember that, coach? I'm older than you.
No, man, I know what you're talking about, man.
You get me? Yeah. So it's a crazy thing when we know. So yo, track and football is popular in Jamaica, but it's not more dominant. But way more money and resources go there and more marketing. I'm not knocking them because they're doing their thing. All we want is for you guys just to make we look pretty.
Yes.
Because once we look pretty, we will sell.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
One elite athlete described trials as a development meet.
I wouldn't even say development meet.
There's no energy.
I say like a Labor Day sports day.
Wow. If you start saying that. Because
the product don't look good, bro. Even Kirk Vine and me look better than those stuff.
You guys will have to come together though, Warren, and form a body that can speak on these things because you guys have been there, you've gone through it, and you just want to make it better for the next generation. So maybe you can lead that charge to put together a body, have your president, have your this, your that, and athletes will fall into place, even if it starts with just a handful of you. But you guys need to fix the problem for those that will be coming 5, 6, 10 years to come.
You have to be put aside. People have to look on the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? As much as you guys think, a lot of athletes aren't friends. Older athletes, probably no athletes are a friend. But the elite athletes from then, they're not friends. They just coexist in our space. So to get them even talk on one level is like it no work. To get them even talk up, have you ever seen something go on and you see someone other athletes talk about the injustice where athletes are go through? When Daniel that thing came about, none of them I say what go on. You get me? Mm. When last year the flame was burning, none of them no continue to say what go on. But guess what? No. I spoke and my name was all over the media, make it look like say, oh, me I just the unruly one because X and Y. But at the end of the day, you have to take sense of the nonsense and see what the reasoning is. I'm always going to be the voice of the youth them when I really have that strong voice. Because at the end of the day, them not hear them, but if me talk on behalf of them and send back the slide to them, it'll happen. When I went and played rugby, people never told me Jamaica have a rugby team. And them man, they way better than me. But so guess what I did? I used my brand and leverage it. The TVJ and Observer came out to interview me during a training session. You know what I do? I never got training. But they're not going to leave without a story. So they're not going to interview the team. You understand? Enough of these athletes don't want to leverage their brand to help a next youth or help a man. Them just do the cut and move on and not even look back and say, yo, give some inspiration in terms of being a voice. Yeah.
This is worrying.
Yeah. Like we can't tell one of the biggest fights towards Jamaica is that man with the big head. Because that man with the big head did achieve a lot, but it was a time when people never really, the media never debo. So vex, that's not correct. I look, I hate the athletes, and I can tell you that straight. You get me? Because he achieved so much, but it's like he was like a what I say, forgotten hero. So a lot of the older athletes are still bitter towards the man them we climb through generation. And we see that in other sports. We see that even in the US. We see that in other sports.
Somebody's asking a question. Hey, all in the game. Welcome, welcome. He's saying, we actually talked about those before, but he's just asking about some of the Jamaican females, quarter milers, needing to make the move up to the 800 meters, like Mary Mora and Shafiqua Maloney. Thoughts? How do you get an athlete to move from one event to the next? I know that at the high school level, we can do that. But Warren, how did Coach Glenn Mills converted you to a 200-meter runner?
Yo, now I get $1 million story for free, you know.
I know.
So, Mama tell you, the biggest inspiration for me to stay locally and to go to Glenn Mills was not Glenn Mills. It was the late Howard Harris. And it's a KC man.
Yes.
Or he was, I don't know much president before him, but he was the best president. And remember, that was when Jamaica track and field was making sense and being marketed. So he saw me every single day at stadium and say, yo, me forgot to talk to Mr. Mills, Mr. Mills, Mr. Mills. And Mr. Mills would always call me sprinter. However, at Calabar, I run hurdles and 100 at champs because of points. If I run the 2, I would have still give points, but we have somebody who can do the 2, but never nobody can do the 100. So I ran my race based on what made more sense. You get me? The Jacob man I'm not gonna understand because you know they now really fight for not points. They might fight for us get the medal. But that's him know me attacks in the bigger school. That's how it goes. You know, you don't go where you're best. You just sometimes go where what makes sense. I left high school with a PB of 20.88. You understand? So I always had a potential to run the 200, and I was more guaranteed to finish more 200 race than finish hurdles. So after leaving high school, I had a stress fracture that would not get better, and every time I run, it keep on open up. And when it got better, I couldn't run 100 meter fully because every time I run 100 meter, I used to pull. Well, not pull, but have some hamstring discomfort because I was just too fast for my build. So move up to the longer sprints. So sometimes when you see athletes move all over the place, it's just because they're finding where their body is best.
Yeah. Even something there, Bloomfield, remember he started out with the short sprints, you know.
Yeah.
He constantly got injured. They put him, I think, they put him at the longer sprint, and that was just one of those moments.
One of the best high school sprinters coming out of champs who never went to pro fully was Romaldo Rose. He was just too fast for his body. Romaldo was just too fast for his body. His body could not, once him start sprint, pop. So sometimes, as I say, athletes and coach ever know their body. It ties in back with what I say, with the NCs, at least over a long season, should definitely take a rest and not look at a short-term goal. Because you run an NC season and try to go to a championship is a short-term goal. You understand? Because your body will go through a different level, then you rest and go to a different level. That little rest after NCs and the games is not enough. I remember say I run from what? December,
right back to May. So
it depends what makes a change. At the end of the day, some athlete might be a good 800 meter runner, but the training on their body might just make them go to the next level. And as something I said earlier, but me never jump in them time that you're talking about even the hurdler, the 4 hurdler, with his coach, that say it's unfair to move him after a coach bring him to that level. But in all the respect to all coach, sometimes you have to know when to release, because I said earlier that as much as a Grant Holloway and him father are not, him have to find somewhere that makes sense for him now, because I think he's stuck at one level.
In plateau.
You understand? That, yes, and he can sometimes all needs a different coach with a different look to just make it go the other way. And I want to make it tell you, the Americans them not run for switch coach. If not work, next coach.
Yeah, that's not true. But why Mr. That don't worry.
No, but me not say I should leave, you know. I'm just simply saying this ties back into some of the reasons why athletes, what makes them change events.
Yeah.
It's just that different coach have a different eye and different coach. Yeah.
But for me, just to make that point there and clarify the Russian point. For me, it is always easy for me to convert a hurdler to 200, or not even convert for him to run the 200. I always have that dynamics in my setup. Now, for the Russian thing, I wouldn't want him to just switch right away.
No, he got hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
He got hurt. Yeah.
So, because of the hurt, you know, just want. Although some people move because of that very reason, because you couldn't keep me fit.
Yeah. I understand that.
Yeah. But me not think him because of the hurt situation. At least give
no. He has a very good coach. A coach who actually, if him hurt, you must know say him hurt, because that's a coach who believe in a strength. He's a good strength coach. Like yeah.
Tuffy Rudy is saying HP Warren has the voice, but with 2 Olympic medals, how much support would he get compared to someone
exactly
with multiple?
So well, I know. Look at this. Look at my reason HP. Why? So it's basically I would say not just like I did an interview earlier and it's 97. They said if whatever coach, not everybody who run track or did sports can be a coach. There's other aspects of the sport in departments that athletes can fill into. I don't want to be a coach, but I want to work in the marketing and the mentorship department. That's my strength. You get me? I don't want to come coach an athlete and I know say, I should coach because of my name. No. You understand? At the end of the day, are you saying a man like what name? Hori, who have the most NBA ring? What name? Everybody know him name.
Who? LeBron?
No, not LeBron.
Robert
Horry. Are you saying Robert Horry is more fit to lead a team because he have a bunch of ring? So sometimes not because the accolades are there, that not means that somebody never have a different mindset on something. So yeah.
I see a question that I like, and it is coming to you, Warren, because I have this question too. Sam is saying, Warren, do you think the high school kids in Jamaica are doing too much work to prepare for champs?
All right. So as much as we think our high school kids are run good, they're nowhere compared to what the US athletes are run.
Warren, me not believe that.
Well, I'm not a reason with them. What you say? What you say? I thought these high school guys are running 44, 45, low, 9, 10, 0. What I'm saying is that, but the workload for our athletes are different because we don't have an indoor season. So while we might get away with a little more longevity because we don't have an indoor season, they're still running fast. So the kind of two side, it kind of different. The argument is going to be different. So I'm always, whatever question is, I'm always going to look at it way different. So as much as I say you can't agree with me, statistics wise, they're doing better than us. But longevity, we are longer.
And matriculation, you know.
Is the workload more?
No,
the workload is similar. It's just because they are probably doing their handlers are in a market where they're trying to get money from them so early. So as you can see, there's a high influx of athletes now in the US who are running professional times in high school, and because they can get high NIL deal. They can get NIL deal. However, Jamaica don't have that. So what we are focused on champs, or the only mistake we make as high school coaches are sending the athletes who run super father champs to Carifta. That's our only difference to make. We'll run them at Carifta, which we don't need to run them at Carifta. And we need to talk to them when I go talk to them and show them a bigger picture. I've seen many athletes from my time up to now who go Carifta and some don't recover because of that little injury.
But you see, Warren, in terms of workload, still this is my take. I believe that the Jamaican athletes' workload is greater.
It's greater. It's greater. But
the US athletes compete more.
Yeah, and them on a different program. They're actually in a pro program. So that's why I said to her, say it's kind of different on both spectrum. They both have high workload, but because we don't have an indoor season, we get away with it. We don't travel. We don't travel as much as them. The more Kingston to town and country, a short trip compared to them. They're doing road trips, plane, weekend, week out. Indoor, outdoor, and then we don't have a system where we go regional, step up. We have that system, but we don't really care about parish champs like that. So we don't participate in those smaller systems. So we have a heavy workload, but we get away because we don't have an indoor season.
Yeah, and they compete more, I think, more regular than we because they have to go to the different
regions, conferences. Which I do have to learn from my daughter and son, because me don't know the college, me don't know the structure to go from, to climb the different county to that. So I still have to learn that.
You will figure it out.
No, listen, man. You see, what I mean, Brashan Jackson's daughter? I know the system.
Shante, yeah.
You see, know the system. That's what I say. When you have athletes who actually have kids coming in, the brand, them are going to be so feared because nobody can trick them.
I hope I see the black, green, and gold on them, but you don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that.
I feel them choice.
Hey,
everybody their choice.
Hey, Warren, you have to go forward back Thursday night.
We're back here Thursday night, Warren. We're going to be doing this sprint.
As long as after I'll probably jump on late after the kids go to bed.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. But one thing what kind of want the coach him do. Stop sending the kids to Carifta. Bro, we don't have to prove nothing at Carifta. We don't have to prove nothing more. I would teach the kids them say, a Carifta goal is good, but an Olympic and world champ goal is way, way better. And a world junior goal.
Yeah, that give you more leverage.
Yeah.
With that said, we have come to the end of another night, another heated discussion, a debate, and Warren knocked down my dream and all of those things.
Knock down, man.
I love him same way. No, man, don't worry. I'm just joking.
I think it's a reality.
I understand, man. Don't worry yourself, man. But guys, it was indeed a good night. Thank you for being here wherever you're coming from. Africa, Europe, Antarctica, Oceanic, North America, South America, all 7 continents.
Yeah, man. Big up the people.
It's all about Jamaica track and field, the legacy. And of course, Thursday night, we will be back here with the sprints. Warren's event, the 200, the 100, the 110, and 100 meter hurdles. We will be back here. Coach, you want to wrap up, or Warren can wrap up?
No, man, I'm free to show, man. I'm the guest, man.
Yeah. Man, first and foremost, I want to thank Warren for calling in and then to jump onto the panel. Big up yourself, youth. You have been spitting some gems.
Yeah, make sure you guys, hold on. Remember, give me an outtake. I want you to take away the show. It's your show. Yeah. People, I'll be on TVJ as an analyst from the 13th to the 21st. So if you're in Jamaica, make sure you watch TVJ. If not, what I say, One Spot Media.
Yeah,
make sure you get One Spot Media. One Spot Media and owe me a food because people can subscribe.
A double PM I get for that.
promo right
this
there.
money that the marketing already.
This man is a businessman, you know.
Yes, man. Yes. Anyways, big up the people who stop by as well. Please subscribe to HP
chat
channel, and please go on Warren Weir Instagram and him TikTok and every possible social media platform, and just follow Warren Weir. See it?
And support the athletes them. Go up on them page, support them, learn who them be, and get to know them. You might not know enough because they don't post enough, but just if you can put their story out there for themselves and help them to give them a little push, give them a push.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
for real.
That's exactly what I do. Yep.
So big up the people them in the chat. Of course, you know we have to end the show. We can't go all night, but we are save it some for Thursday. And we appreciate you being here, people. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to both platforms, HP Chat Track, and also the Coaches Desk if you're new around here. All right. So again, respect our manners. Stay safe. Until next time.
Until next time, guys. Peace. Warren, thank you.
No problem.